This presentation is for the field research project as part of our AHE 517 Education and Work course. Our group members included Steph Hoppy, Al McQuarters, and myself, Christina Holton. The challenge that we chose to address for this project was how educational programs at community colleges align with the industry they serve. We chose to narrow our subjects to be nursing programs since each of our institutions have a nursing program, and because we believe that it is vital for healthcare programs to maintain alignment with industry. We selected the following interviewees: Tracy Donnelly, Clackamas Community College's Health Sciences Director; Janie Griffin, Mount Hood Community College Nursing Program Director; Doris Jepson, Columbia Gorge Community College Nursing Program Director; Jennifer Piper, Portland Community College Nursing Division Dean; Mendy Sanford, Treasure Valley Community College Skills Lab Coordinator; Dr. Lynette Stokes, South Suburb Community College Vice President; and Trish Tully, Lane Community College Nursing Program Coordinator. We designed our questions to try and get a clear picture of the real challenges that nursing programs face. We asked each interviewee the following 6 questions. Number 1, who are your industry partners? Number 2, what are the top 3 challenges you face with ensuring your graduates are adequately prepared to enter the industry? Number 3, in which ways do you communicate and collaborate to address these challenges? Number 4, how do you partner to implement solutions created? Number 5, how do you assess the effectiveness of these solutions? And number 6, is there anything else you can tell me that would help me better understand the challenges with aligning your program with the industry? Here is the summary of what we learned. Program leadership consider a few important areas while selecting industry partners. The partner may be able to share some important healthcare insight or information which will be useful for preparing students within the program. It is critical for the program to have clinical opportunities for its students, so organizations and agencies that may have clinical placement opportunities are identified as key industry partners. Also, any organization or industry that may have employment opportunities for the program's students once they have graduated. These organizations and agencies are able to share great feedback on skills necessary for employment and current healthcare issues and information. Many program directors share that they meet with industry partners in a group or advisory committee at least once or twice a year at their college. The purpose of this meeting was for nursing programs to provide an update as well as for industry partners to share updates and provide feedback to the nursing program leadership. Common industry partners included local hospitals, long-term health providers, facilities, public health agencies, home health and hospice agencies, and ambulatory care. Other partners mentioned included psychiatric facilities and addiction agencies, community-based clinic settings, Head Start, and acute and non-acute care facilities. When asked to identify the top 3 challenges that are faced when trying to ensure that students who graduate from their programs are adequately prepared for industry, the responses were surprisingly similar. Finding clinical sites to place students in is a challenge for many leaders. Some directors noted that there simply are not enough sites available to match the number of students within the program. Others noted that the industry partners are sometimes particular in which students they will allow at their site. For example, some industry partners only want to focus on students who will be earning their bachelor's degree in nursing, leaving students in community college programs out. Other clinical sites will set restrictions on how many students they will allow to be at their site at a time, and those restrictions are lower than the program allotment. Funding is another area of concern for nursing programs. As we know, nursing programs are expensive to run, and they can only accommodate a limited number of students at a time. Program directors noted that securing resources like updated lab equipment and software that aligns with local industry is difficult. Also, Funding is an issue when trying to attract qualified faculty to the nursing program, given that many professionals can make more money practicing in the nursing field than they can sharing their expertise in the classroom. The third major challenge that nursing programs face is keeping current with the field of nursing. Industry changes regularly, and programs must adapt to ensure that their students are competent when they are at their clinical placements. Changes to curriculum must be addressed so that students are adequately prepared to take the National Council Licensure Examination, or NCLEX, which provides students with their nursing license upon successful completion. Many program directors also noted that while they are teaching current students, they also have to think about the fact that they will be getting jobs within the field in 2 to 3 years. Since the healthcare industry is continually changing, it can be difficult to predict what students will need to know and be prepared for in the future. Also, encouraging students to think about their future and possibly getting their BSN, even though most can go to work immediately as a registered nurse. Other challenges mentioned included relating the importance of healthcare field to students. It is important for them to remember that it is people's lives they are dealing with and they should not be taken lightly. Also, working with students who are not native English speakers or who have different cultural backgrounds. As a nurse, they can't risk patient care because English is not their first language. Working together with industry to address these challenges is important for nursing programs. For the challenge of finding clinical placement, the directors noted that sending quality students and getting feedback from the sites was important. Many programs have a checklist of skills that students need to know to show competency with before they can go to the placement site. Programs also have to consider maximum enrollment to their programs so that they can ensure that each student within the program has access to clinical placements. Also, some directors explained that they were implementing simulation programs to help students gain some of the skills that they would get from a clinical placement. Although the sim programs are great learning tools, they are not a replacement for being placed on site in a clinical setting. To address the issue of funding, many directors noted that they try to get support from their industry partners, possibly in the form of assistance with used equipment, in-kind faculty members supported by industry funds, and scholarship funds for students. It is also possible to apply for grants that can help acquire new equipment like simulation programs. These are not complete solutions, however, and sometimes they have to set student tuition and fees at a point to help with the higher cost of the program. Leaders within nursing programs are working continuously to keep current with the nursing field, and the process of doing so is multifaceted. Advisory boards allow for direct communication with industry partners. In addition, some faculty still have the ability to work within industry to keep their knowledge and skills up to date. It is also common for programs across the state to communicate with each other, with local health departments and the state nursing board. Talking with former students who are working within the field is yet another great way to communicate about challenges that are faced. When it comes to partnering with industry to implement the solutions, there are 2 types of partnerships that are formed: contractual partnerships and advisory partnerships. Contractual partnerships are used in different ways. Most programs have contracts with their clinical sites regarding placement of students from the program, provided that the program accurately prepares the students ahead of time. In addition, when students need experience using new equipment, programs will partner with local industry for use of their equipment at the clinical site. Contractual partnerships also involve industry policy awareness so that when changes are made within industry, this information gets relayed back to the program so they can make adjustments as necessary. Advisory partnerships are also used. This allows industry to make recommendations around curriculum content for a particular program so that it best aligns with industry. Through these advisory partnerships, programs may also hire practitioners to work within the program to help augment the nursing faculty. Industry can also make recommendations when it comes to the equipment that programs should invest in order to best prepare their students. Assessments are used to check for the effectiveness of program changes, and to help identify where more improvements can be made. Different assessments are used to inform different areas of the program. Surveys are used with both employers and students. By surveying employers, program directors can get a sense of how the employers feel about how well the program prepared the students that they hired. It is also helpful to survey students as they enter the nursing field as licensed nurses to see if they feel that they received proper training and education for their first nursing jobs. Evaluations are more formal than surveys, so they provide more detailed information. How students perform on the NCLEX is a great indicator of program effectiveness. Students are also evaluated with clinical competencies and student learning outcomes. These types of evaluations can highlight specific areas where students need remediation if necessary. Feedback from industry is also essential to the success of nursing programs. This can come from direct communication between faculty and the clinical sites, but it can also come through advisory committee meetings. Since the partnership with industry is so important, it is also critical to get their feedback on how effective programs are being with any changes that need to be made. We asked our interviewees if there was any further information they could give us to help us understand the challenges that they face when aligning their programs with industries. As expected, given the complex nature of nursing programs, there was always more advice that they could share with us. Communication with industry partners is critical. Stay connected with the industry partners. Attend and participate in meetings and events that might lead to connecting with new persons that are out there. Even though there is a lot going on within one's program and the college, it is essential to make time to step outside these settings and network. It has to be a priority. Encouraging students to volunteer is great. Director and faculty members encourage students to volunteer for a few reasons. It is a great learning opportunity for students, and it allows students a chance to network and meet potential employers. Lastly, it is important for students to contribute to the community that they are going to work in. Providing leadership development for faculty is also important. Most community colleges emphasize their support of lifelong learning. Community colleges exist to help students build their dreams and transform their lives, and it is also important to provide learning opportunities for the program leadership. These learning opportunities are beneficial for faculty's personal and professional growth, and faculty will be even better prepared to teach their students. Also, staying tuned with state and national agencies is critical. State and national agencies provide an incredible amount of information and resources online that help support nursing programs. It is important for both program directors and faculty to reference these agencies and what they have to offer because it helps them remain current with issues and updates around the country. We analyzed our findings from this project and we noticed a few things. The nursing industry is continuously changing, and trying to accurately predict the future is no simple task. Preparing students today for what they will experience a few years from now can be daunting. In addition, the clientele that nurses serve is so unique in that no two cases are the same, and illnesses don't always follow true to form. Despite the variance in size and location of each program, for example, Lane maintains approximately 140 students and 22 faculty at any given time, while Treasure Valley maintains approximately 24 students and 4 faculty. The challenges that the leaders addressed within their programs were very similar in nature. Partnerships were an essential part of the success of nursing programs, and proper assessments could be used to guide decisions around program improvements. Outliers only seem to come up in our project in the context of availability of variety of clinical placements. Programs in larger communities did not express this concern as prevalently as programs in smaller communities. Technological advancements have rendered some career and technical education programs useless. Nursing programs, however, stand to remain relevant given the human aspect of healthcare. Since the challenges that these leaders presented within their programs are similar, it is not a stretch to say that the challenges that nursing programs face are nationwide. It seems appropriate that program leaders should continue to find ways to collaborate with each other, with industry, and with other authorities within the nursing field to continue to create powerful solutions. I want to thank you for taking the time to review our field research project. We look forward to hearing your comments, questions, and your feedback.